Alright, got it installed. You can see it's under this clip down there, or maybe you can't see it because of the sun, but it is under that clip. And I adjusted them out to where there was just some drag pushing out on them to help hold them in place. You see I can't easily pull them out of the spot. We'll have to kind of line them up, and then as we adjust the emergency brake, the self-adjuster will adjust them out. Just make sure, you know, once you slip them on, you're going to have to kind of line these up because they do kind of free float in here. Line them up to the little inside drum on the rotor, and then make sure they're not dragging. Make sure you don't have this adjusted out too much to where it's dragging, but if it's out that far, you're probably not going to be able to pry it onto the little wheel cylinder here. So yeah, we got it cleaned up. So now we're ready to we'll clean up the new rotors with some brake cleaner, slide them on, and we can start putting our caliper brackets, calipers, all that stuff on. Alright, got the rotors on. I'll show you those in just a minute. So right now we're going to work on our brackets here, and I'm not putting any never sees in them yet. I want to see how the pins slide in there. We may have to try to get a piece of emery cloth or something in there to kind of clean them out if it's a real tight fit. So here's the pin kits, and I bought two of them, one for each side, because they come as a per side. Although I really didn't need the top ones. The top one's the one that takes the little rubber thing at the end, and the bottom was just a solid shaft. It's got some little cutaways in it to help keep it from seizing up, even though they do seize up. So we're going to pull those out and see if we can. So this would bolt up like this. So this is the top, this is the bottom. So this pin here would go in here. It's decent. We're gonna have to, I think, clean this up a little bit. It's a little tight fitting. And then top one's pretty good. And yeah, so it's kind of what I had thought with this rubber thing on this one. Now I could get a mic and check it, but I'm not going to. This one is a tad smaller diameter, and then that rubber piece on the end makes it fit snug. You can see, I mean, that fits. Yeah, this one won't even go in the top one, the top hole. It starts going in the bottom, then it starts getting a little tight. So we'll clean that up. I think I can take some emery cloth, or maybe actually sandpaper might work better, and kind of take a long piece and roll it to where it's like a tube, and then just take it in there and spin it around and kind of clean that up, probably with some kind of penetrating oil to help lube it up. And then once we do that, I think we'll get a lot better fit. It kind of wants to go in there, but I'm not going to force it. I don't want to get the new pin stuck. The other thing we did pick up is the, I guess I should maybe show you all the part numbers. These were from AutoZone. The pins, and like I said, it's only one side, so if you need two bottom pins like I needed, you have to buy two kits, which is fine. We'll go ahead and put both new pins in, and just give this thing the best shot possible on not seizing the next time around when we need to do a brake job. And these pads are actually these CarQuest Gold lifetime warranty. You know, I don't know how well they warranty them, if they warranty them just for defects or if they actually warranty them for wearing them out. But the pins are a Duralast H5092A, and then the boots, which were a little bit harder to find, are a Duralast 16115, and the boots are actually, it's one set for the whole rear axle. So it comes with 4 boots, the upper and lower for both sides, plus it comes with those upper little rubbers. And so we'll put all this stuff together, and hopefully these will seal up better than the old ones did and help keep water. So we've cleaned up, twisted up some sandpaper like I said I was, ran that through there. Here's the top one. Perfect. Tighter fit on this one. That's just the way it's made though. But freely moves in and out. So just cleaned it with sandpaper, blew it out real good. And we're going to put some anti-seize on the pins. We'll put the boots on, and on this one we've got to put this little rubber end on. So I'm going to go ahead and do all this while I've got this thing off, and then I'll bolt the caliper bracket back on. So we've got this little rubber boot that just pushes over the... Alright, so I was actually recording doing the other side, finished the whole other side, and at some point the phone stopped recording, so it must have gotten a call or something and I didn't realize it. But what we're doing right now is we move back over to the driver's side, and I'll show you all what all I did on that. So what I did is rolled up a piece of sandpaper and just put it in this hole for the caliper slide pin, and we are just using that to clean up the hole, and we'll pull this out and blow it out, and we'll get it to where this pin just slides in real easy. And we'll do both sides, or both ends. This is the top. The bottom was the worst, but definitely go ahead and do both. And we'll get this cleaned up. And alright, let me blow that out and I'll continue on and get it to where they're fitting good. Then we'll put some anti-seize on the pins. Alright, so got these slipping in and out easily. Did not put any penetrating oil or anything in there, just sanded it dry, blew it out, and we've got them in good shape. So we'll pull those pins back out, and on this one it takes this little rubber piece, so we'll slip that little rubber piece on. We'll take some of our we'll slip our boot on. Actually, I'm going to wait to slip the boot on so I can make sure I get that shaft all the way. It won't hurt if a little bit of anti-seize gets on the boot. We'll put that on there real good. Slip the boot on. And slip that on. Gotta a good fit there. Do the same thing on this one. Of course, except it doesn't have the rubber thing on the end. Slip our boot on, and the boot wiped a little bit off. Boot slipped on, so we're good and got that good. Now I'm just going to put these on. These hold the brake shoes, brake pads, sorry. Goes just like that. And we'll slip the other one on. Do what? Alright, caliper bracket is bolted down. Now we are pushing the caliper back. This is, like I said, I would put a brake pad in there, put a C-clamp just like that, right in the middle between the two pistons, and tighten the C-clamp up, and it'll push them back in. So once we push them in, we'll put the caliper back on. We've got new caliper bolts that came with our new slide pins. So we'll put those on. I can go ahead and bolt the, looks like we got a little stuff there. I did spray the brake pads with some brake quiet stuff. So now that's dry. We can slip the pads in. Same way, we'll slip the back one on. Just fits in here. Oop. Slip it in the bottom, and then slip it in the top. Brake pads in, we'll drive the caliper in, slide the caliper on, and put the caliper slide pin bolts on. Alright, all done. Now we just need to do one last little clean off of the rotor. And we need to put the tires back on. We'll check the adjustment on the emergency brake and check the make sure we have good brake pedal and clean up our mess. So, thanks for watching.